Hello again, everyone. In this technical analysis of the stock market video, weekend update, where there's smoke, we're going to take a look at the Dow Industrials on a daily and weekly basis, check in on one of the key indicators I look at, the McClellan Oscillator, and also the New York Composite Index, which I usually show with the McClellan Oscillator. And then three key ETFs, the Semiconductors and XLK, the technology ETF. The tech stocks have really been getting hit hard this last week. And of course, a lot of people are looking at that and going, okay, that's what's bringing down the market. Well, then why is XLF and all of the banks getting killed? We're going to take a look at the 5 biggest volume banks on Friday, so stay tuned. All right, let's start off here with the Dow Industrials. The Dow was down 424 points at the close, but believe it or not, with 2 hours left to go in the day, the Dow was up 96 points at 1 o'clock Central Time with 2 hours to go in the trading day. And it closed down 424 points. And then the question is, what does the Dow do on Monday? Right now, we're in a little bit of a free fall. You can see the Dow has closed below the closing low of February 8th. We haven't taken out the intraday low on February 9th yet, but we're really not very far away from doing it there either. Let's take a look at the weekly chart on the Dow Industrials. You see we're down 1,413 points for the week. Huge move down and basically almost closed right on the low for the week. When we look at the New York Composite Index, the McClellan Oscillator, that's where I keep this, we are extremely oversold, okay? Now, the fact that we are extremely oversold, we're down around minus 195. If you look back over here on January 30th, we're at minus, let's call it 200, about the same exact level in here, okay? So what happened after January 30th? Well, let's pull up the New York Composite Index. And so January 30th was right here. Look what happened after January 30th when the market was extremely oversold. We were right here on January 30th, right about where we're at now. So just because we're extremely oversold doesn't mean we can't have a significant amount of selling occurring yet to come. All right, so let's take a look at the ETFs I was talking about. So semiconductors, look at this breakdown. I do think we've got a broadening top going on. Where did broadening top come from? I mean, they first started noticing it and it got a very negative bearish tone because a lot of stocks that they saw at the top in 1929 were exhibiting this pattern, this broadening top. Some people call it a megaphone type pattern. That's what this looks like here on semiconductors. I know it's got some ways to go. A lot of people are still going to stay bullish because of the fact they'll say, well, you know, look at the drop that happened here, and we haven't even had that kind of drop yet, and look at the bounce that came back. Okay, but now look what's happened just this last week. So I'm really, really cautious. All of a sudden, the semiconductors are getting hit again. The technology index is getting hit. This is kind of mirrored the NASDAQ composite in terms of the activity, the way it bounced back. But look how bad, look how strong this was, down $1.76 on Friday alone. But you know, everybody's talking about Facebook and they're talking about how that's filtering over to the others and the social media stocks and everything. Well then, okay, what is going on with the banks? Look at the financial index, the XLF. Look how this has collapsed down and has broken the 2-year trend line that it's in. I think that's a pretty negative move. We're also closing below the low of the lowest close here back here on February 8th. We're very close to doing actually more negative even in the Dow because we're almost, I don't know if we took that out, low 2676, the low 2677. We're right there. I mean, within a penny. So pretty negative looking move on here. So why are the banks selling off? Not really sure, but there's been a lot of talk about how the London Interbank, the LIBOR, London Interbank offered rate and the spread between that and the overnight index swap rate, what's been going on with those, with that spread and how it's been widening significantly. I'm going to start off here with Bank of America. These are the 5 biggest volume stocks, banks that I had on my list anyway, on Friday in terms of the heaviest volumes. And look how Bank of America down 9.3% for the week. also breaking that significant trend line and closing below the lowest close of the February sell-off. We look at Citigroup, and Citigroup's even weaker. Look at this big, what looks like a very large top, looks like a head and shoulders type top to me. You zoom back out, Citigroup down 7.6% for the week. And if you look at the next one, JP Morgan's been one of the stronger ones and acting in here, down 7.3% for the week. Got killed Thursday, Friday, along with the rest of the banks. Just annihilated the last 2 days. And then the next one on the list is Morgan Stanley. That's the fourth most active one I had, down 9.4% for the week. So it's back down, approaching that trend line. We're almost closing below the lows for the February sell-off. Didn't quite get there, so not quite as negative. And then last but not least, Deutsche Bank. And, you know, this is just incredible. Down 13.1% for the week. Look how this has fallen out of bed. This dotted line is the end of the year. Deutsche Bank, and I put that on the other charts too, Deutsche Bank is down 27.7% for the year right now. So a lot of people are concerned when you see what's going on with a bank like Deutsche Bank, when you see what's happening in here, you see what's happening with the bank, see what's happening with the that spread that I was talking about. It's the highest right now. It's been going up all March. And it's at the highest level since the financial crisis, 2008, 2009. And people are pointing out there's a lot of technical factors that are affecting it potentially. But, you know, okay, then why are the banks selling off so strongly? Okay. And that's why I titled this video, Where There's Smoke, There's Fire. Okay, that's it for this video. If you felt like the video was helpful, please hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscriber button. And that'll give you notifications, or at least you can set it so that you can get notifications of when I publish new videos coming out. And head on over to joehinches.net and check out the posts and other things I've got for you over there. And check out the Insider membership also. For example, this video was about a 7-minute video. The Insider's got a 39-minute video this weekend. We went into a lot more detail in terms of what's going on. Everyone have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on the next video.